What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. I'm your host, Bobby Goodspeed, joining you as always every Monday and Tuesday right here at Reality After Show on YouTube, also twitch.tv/Bobby Goodspeed. You can find me on my social media handles at Goodspeed Bobby for both Twitter/X and Instagram. How we doing today? Get your guys' comments read live here on stream. I've got two different kind of quality streams going. I'm trying this new Mars thing they have on StreamYard where one of them's going to be like a vertical shot if you're watching on your phone, which I'm not sure how much I love it yet, but we'll figure it out as we go. And the other one is our normal 16:9 aspect ratio. So let me know in the comments. I was just trying it out, seeing because it's a brand new feature they have here. So if you're watching on the one that's vertical and you're like, wait, why is it not 16:9? There's another stream on here on the channel that's also 16:9, so you can find it that way. Yeah, so I wanted to go over today in detail. Let's talk about Survivor. And as you know, obviously big fan of Survivor here, loving where the season is going now. It's definitely turned a corner, right? It's turned a corner for me. It's definitely going in the right direction, and I feel like the next couple of weeks we're going to get some real good gameplay as far as it goes for Survivor and the contestants left and where we're at in the game. Obviously, I was very critical of the first half of the season, especially the the part of the season where obviously they're getting to know each other. It's really meta. The game is really it got very stagnant in the gameplay because of the fact that people were playing so meta, and it's the right way to play. I'm not knocking the players for how they're playing. It just excuse me, doesn't make for the most entertaining quality when it comes to reality television on our TV screens. So I think that we are finally turning a corner. I think we're finally getting to the point where this is finally the portion of the season that's really going to turn a corner. It's really going to be a lot of fun. I think we have a lot of great dynamics. I think we have a lot of people working together, a lot of different areas to cover. So I want to ask you guys here in the comments, and get your comments read live here on stream. Anything you guys put on here, I will read on the stream and pull it up. Who do you think is the biggest threat remaining in the game? Who do you like? Who do you not like? What kind of gameplay do you want to see going forward? Where do you see the game going forward? And how do these players interact with each other? That's really going to propel this game into the next stage of the season. So I want to get your guys' comments read live here on stream. So let's see here. All right. Hot take: Hannah Rose is better Survivor player than Sandra. That's a very hot take, Humane. Very, very hot take. I don't know if I can get on board with that, but you know what? To each their own, if that's what you're thinking. All right, let's see here. We got some new people jumping in here. Okay, interesting. Good luck on your stream, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hot take: Survivor should be played on the moon. Well, yep, that would be a lot of fun. That would be very interesting to see it play out. It was weird. So now that we went to like this different aspect ratio when it comes to the stream and me trying out this horizontal version, which isn't the greatest, because if you go on YouTube on after show on YouTube and see what I mean, where we have the 16:9 and then we have the like almost like a reel type version, vertical shot, and it's it's not great because the graphic doesn't come out good on it, but I can't seem to figure out how to switch it to just get rid of the graphic for just the vertical. So I'm kind of playing around with it. It's just a interesting way to start. But like for literally like 30, I don't know, for like 3 minutes in the stream, we had like 26 people on here all of a sudden. I was like, whoa, what's going on? That's not normal. That's not what we normally have on here. So very interested to see how this whole vertical shot plays out and see where it goes. So if you guys are new here, say what's up in the comments. get your comments read live here on stream. Like I said, I want to know your hot takes for Survivor. Who do you like? Who do you think is the biggest threat? Where do you see the game going? Very interested to hear your guys' opinions. All right. So let's see here. Humane also says, imagine if they did Survivor for 3 months instead of 26 days. Well, that's kind of like almost to an aspect of what we get with Australian Survivor, excuse me. Like Australian Survivor, very much so, is like what? It's like 59 days or something like that. Something crazy. So it's not obviously 3 months, but we get an extended version of Survivor. So there are aspects of it. I think like the Canadian version or was it Survivor Quebec? That one's like around that. I think it's like around 3 months. It's something like 20 something, or no, more than that, like 30 episodes or something like that. It's something insane. So there is precedence for that happening. It's just wild to see that, people can play this game for that long in those conditions. And then here in America, we're kind of spoiled. We have, a whole 26 days, which used to be 39. And now we're down to 26 days. Hell, we even had the Australian version for the Australia v. the World, and that was 16 days. So it's getting less and less. I feel like we're going to get to the point where it's like, all right, 3 days, like 3 days Survivor. Here we go. As far as my opinions on the season, I'm really liking the big three. And I say the big three because they're the ones who have been really shown the most to us on our television screens. So I think number one would be Savannah. Obviously, we're getting a lot of Savannah's insight, Savannah's point of view on situations, because that's where the narrator is coming from. The narrator has been Savannah pretty much all season. We're getting aspects of Rizzo, and I feel like Rizzo's really starting to shine. This last episode, the fact that they didn't go after him and they didn't make an attempt to take a shot at Rizzo when he had the idol and everyone knew it, is absolutely baffling. Now, I do think there are factors there. I think the factors as to why they didn't immediately target Rizzo because of the idol was, one, it was a small group, even less places to hide. But also to an extent where then you had Savannah coming back to camp, right? So you have Savannah coming back to camp, and she's now a part of this tribal. She's not, she's immune. She got the immunity necklace. No one can target her, but she's an extra vote. And we already know, everyone there knows that she's in Rizzo's corner. So that's another backed up vote for Rizzo, regardless of what happens. There's no way to 100%, split the votes to make it so that Rizzo's idol gets washed, or to a bigger extent that it gets used. So I think, one, it took a lot of balls by Rizzo to not use his idol. I think that took a lot of guts, and I think that that's going to pay dividends for him going forward. I still think no matter what, if you're one of those other people, you should have made an attempt to take out that idol. Now, I think Sophie, Yellow Sophie, definitely played it the best when it came to the plan to target the idol, where she decided, like, okay, we're going to give Rizzo my name and I'm going to throw my name out there. And then from there, we're going to use my name as the decoy boot, while allowing Rizzo to think that, and hopefully if he does play his idol, I will then put a backup vote on Jawan and we can take out Jawan. Now, the whole thing backfired in her face completely because of the fact that she told MC this plan, which should have been the right move. It should have been the move that, honestly, both of them wanted to take. I think the biggest factors is, one, MC is a new to Survivor fan, obviously was an alternate into the last second, and also there's an aspect, and I believe she said this in her exit interviews, that she didn't want to see a person of color or a black person go out immediately in the jury. That's happened a lot in past seasons, so she wanted to give Jawan knowledge that his name is getting thrown out there as the backup boot by Sophie. And I think that's what ultimately put the nail in the coffin for MC, which I don't think it was a bad thing. I don't think it was something that was like the wrong way to go about it. I think that the idea was pretty sound by MC. It just didn't work out because that knowledge came back around to Sophie. Now, I'll go back to my opinions on the Sophie of it all. I think Sophie made the right or had the right idea of how to make this move plausible to take out Rizzo's idol and flush the idol. And by doing so, she had the opportunity to say, hey, this is where we're going to go. We're going to give him the decoy boot as me. And going forward, he'll play the idol or he won't, and he'll go home. But they just weren't sound enough, right? Like, I feel like the working environment between Sage, Jawan, MC, Sophie, I don't think it was strong enough, and those bonds weren't really there to have a completely trusted agreement on that. And as soon as Jawan hears his name anytime, like, Jawan's an interesting player too. Can I just throw this out there? The fact that Jawan constantly is like, okay, but anytime something he doesn't agree with happens, he's instantly against that person. Like, when in Survivor history have we had a situation where someone plays their idol incorrectly but plays it just to be on the safe side, and people are mad at them for playing their idol? Like, it was baffling to me. Like, I was like, that person just excuse me, that person just flushed their idol. Like, you should be happy now that idol's back in play for you to have the possibility to find. Why are you getting so upset at MC for playing her idol when she didn't need to? And now that idol is flushed and it's one less thing you have to worry about. I don't understand the logic there of getting upset in that situation. You should be happy that happened. I think that was like the turning point, the very beginning turning point for MC's downfall, because of the fact that Jawan saw that as a bad thing. And I get that you've got to build trust, right? You got to build trust with the other side, but I don't think what MC did was a bad thing at all for any of the other players. I got some kind of hair on me. I don't know. Apparently I'm shedding. But I think that it's really kind of mind-boggling to me that Jawan would get so upset at the fact that someone's playing their idol and flushing it. So let's get back to your guys' comments here in the comment section. What's up, Mary? Mary says Jawan and Sage flops. I wouldn't say Sage is a flop. I think Sage is playing a hell of a game. I really like the direction of Sage's game. I think that Sage is a player that can really grow in this game. I think that Sage is the type of player that I normally like because of the fact that she's playing really behind the scenes. She's not pushing her agenda as we saw in this episode. No one was throwing her name out there, but we've seen her make big moves and be the catalyst for why those moves got made in previous episodes. Like, she saw the writing on the wall with Savannah, with Rizzo, with that whole side, and made the moves that she had to do by, targeting the players that clearly weren't going to work with her or never saw her as a big picture part of the plan. So I can absolutely get on board with the fact that Sage is playing a good game. And the fact is, even though things probably didn't go okay for this week's episode, I wouldn't say it was completely Sage's fault. I think Sage knew the numbers were dwindled. It was a high stakes, low amount of people tribal council, where now we can press forward by saying, I'm going to step back from this one and let you guys be the voices and be the recognizable ones from this move so that it paints a bigger target on yourself. I've done enough the last couple of weeks. And who's the first person that's going to get targeted in her, somewhat alliance with Jawan? Like, right now, Sage and Jawan are probably working together, even though it's, probably marriage by opportunity more than it is actual desire to play with that person. But I wouldn't say that's on Sage. I think that that's the hand that she was given. And I think that the bigger target is going to now be on Jawan in that scenario because of everything that happened this week. So looking forward, like looking towards where do we go from here? I mean, I think we kind of luck boxed into this episode, right? Like this episode, if Savannah loses that immunity challenge, I think it's just cut and dry. Savannah's gone. And I think that we really lucked out. The show lucked out. The producers lucked out that it panned out the way it did, where that side ended up losing. Because in the grand scheme of things, I don't love this concept. I don't love the fact that we're already merged. We've already had a tribal council with everyone merged. And now we're immediately splitting them up again and going to two different, essentially like small tribes, even though it's not tribes, it's like divisions, I guess you would say. And it could have gone very wrong. It could have been an absolute mail it in episode, but it wasn't because of who was the people that were the ones that had to go to tribal council and where were we at in the game. The fact that Rizzo didn't use his idol the week before saved this episode. It absolutely saved this episode. So let's keep going. Regardless of if Rizzo uses the idol, if you don't flush it, one of you four would have gone home. And that's the thing. It's like if he uses it or not, someone's going to go in that aspect, right? But if he doesn't use it, there's a real chance that you can use that going forward against him, right? Like you can use that as an opportunity to target him and take him out, because you saw that he had the balls essentially to not use it last week. So he has the capability of trying to hold out and hold on for that hope of saving it for another round. So you absolutely should put the votes on him. Like in this, and I say it every season, whenever we get to the point where it's like this, where you have a small minority group, the best thing you can do is, if you have an idol, use the idol every time. I say this every season. Anytime the numbers dwindle and you're going to tribal council and it's a small group like that, regardless of what happens, use the idol, because it's just not worth the risk and where there's no place to hide. And the fact that he didn't, and they knew about it, and they knew he had the idol, and they still didn't get him out, mind-boggling. Mary also says, so now if you win and Rizzo still has his idol, 100%. 100%. Like, it's absolutely the fact that, like, he still has his idol, and going forward, now that's still a threat. The numbers are dwindled. Your side just lost a person. I just can't believe the situation we're in. I can't believe that it panned out this way. It's absolutely crazy. B Nickel, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you again. Get your guys' comments read live here on stream. I read everyone's comments. If you have anything you want to say about Survivor, ask about this season. Who do you like? I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. I don't watch Survivor, but just wanted to say hi and hit the like button. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. Yeah, hit that like button. We do talk all things reality TV. Tonight, finale of Squid Games, the Challenge 2. Very much so looking forward to that. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on who you think is going to take it. I think the Big Brother Canada lady has zero chance, because we got no screen time of her until the very last episode. So unfortunately, they didn't adequately share the edit, I feel like, but maybe there just wasn't a lot there, so who knows. But I'm very much so looking forward to it. Even though there's no one I'm really rooting for, I definitely can say I'm looking forward to what happens tonight in the finale. Quoting Rob C, what a losers. Yeah, like what are you doing? Like, why are you not taking people out? MC is also flop. Honestly, MC's kind of like one of those players that you'll be like, oh yeah, they were part of that season, right? Like, no shot on her. Like, I feel like we got at least decent gameplay from her, but at the end of the day, I think she was relatively new. She was very vanilla in the edit, but I think that's more on the editors, because of the fact that really all season we've got, original Uli's opinions and thoughts on everything. We got the Blue Tribe, which I'm blanking on, Kayleigh. We've got like basically those two players, Alex and Soph, which I'm still not used to calling her Soph, their opinions on the season. But we have Hina, who's had basically the numbers throughout, and we've got essentially none of their edit. And I think that's a major flaw. I think that's a major flaw in the editing. I think it's a major flaw in the game where clearly those people play a part in the jury. Then why are we not getting more of their point of view? I don't understand that. All right, so let's see here. You hate the split and merge. We hated 20 years ago on Survivor Fiji. What they think we would like it now. I mean, it's just never worked. It's never worked, right? And like I said, they're going to look at this as a major success because of what happened. I don't think it is. I don't think it's a major success. I think that they absolutely lucked into this because we could have had a very phone it in episode on our hands, but we luckily had a good one because of the fact of the dynamics that happened. Matthew Ryan, thank you so much for joining the chat. Appreciate you. Hope you are doing well. Why is Sage trying to paint Savannah into a bully or mean girl? Is Sage lying or hoaxing? I just think it might be the vibe, right? Like, you know how like we might not see it on our TV screens, right? We only get a certain amount of time, a finite portion of what they're actually experiencing on the island. And while we haven't seen complete mean girl out of Savannah, there has been aspects of Savannah where she has done or said some things where maybe it might rub people the wrong way. And it might be just a point of view from the person, what they're actually seeing on the island, which is much more time spent with these people that gives her the mean girl vibe. Maybe it's not something directly, but maybe it's something that she can correlate to something she's experienced in the past. I don't want to knock Sage for her, her opinions on everything. We're just not completely seeing it in the edit of what they're providing us with the television show. So I think that I don't want to say that her opinion isn't valid because maybe that's her experience on the island and what she's noticing, but we're just not getting that in the edit that Survivor is giving us. Did you watch Traders Canada? I apologize, Mary. I'm still behind on Traders Canada. Don't hate me. I'm getting there. I promise you by next week. I promise by next week we will talk Traders Canada. I'm just behind. There's a lot of reality TV right now, so I will definitely get to that. The boss, what's going on, boss? Thank you so much for joining the chat. Hope you are doing well. If it's your first time here, please hit that like button, hit the bell notification. I go live every Mondays and Tuesdays from 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. You can also, unfortunately, on this version, on the vertical version, it cuts off my handle, so I'll have to fix that. But it's at Goodsby Bobby if you want to find me on Instagram, Twitter /X, and then twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby if you want to find me there. Also at After Show on YouTube. So thank you so much for joining the chat here. Do you believe Savannah's story about workplace stressful environment that made her ill? I mean, realistically, like, who am I to say if that's real or not, right? The only thing I want to comment on, because it sounds like this was an actually traumatic thing for her, and if it made her ill and all that scenario is true, then, God bless her. That's terrible. I hate for anyone to be in that situation. So I'm not going to knock the fact that is it real or is it not? But what I will say is, imagine being one of those people that worked with Savannah and is now watching this happen on TV. Like, that's crazy. That's wild, in my opinion, that like this is all like airing out the dirty laundry, and then all of a sudden it's here on your television screen. I mean, she didn't name names, but you can kind of deduce based off of like her work experience where she might be coming from and where this, who might have been the ones to do this. Like, I'm sure there's some psycho fan out there that has probably like researched the station and the other correspondents and what have you, and is probably trolling them. But yeah, it's wild. I mean, terrible situation. And if it's true, like, and I'm not saying it isn't, I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying not. That's her opinion on what happened. That was her lived experience, and that sucks. It really sucks. Does anyone like to be outcasted? I mean, it's so like elementary school, right? It's so ridiculous where like, and I could play a factor in people's health and especially mental health, like when stuff like that happens. So absolutely, I feel for her in that situation. All right, so where's my mouse? There it is. Humane says, remember when I beat the Vikings 5 times in the playoffs? I'm mad. Damn you, Humane. We're not talking about the Vikings right now. I'm very upset still. Mary says, I want the poker player to win, and I want him to be the one who returns. Fuck Mark and all the criers. I said what I said. I like Mark. I have no problem because apparently, for those of you that don't know, I think there what is it 5 people that they're bringing back from season 2 to play in season 3 of Squid Games: The Challenge. I think it's something like that, and it's a fan vote. The fans get to vote in whoever they want to see back on Squid Games: The Challenge. I don't hate the fact that Mark would be there. I would like to see Mark play again. I get why you want the poker player to win. I honestly, it's so funny because I just don't have a dog in the race. There's like no one that's that likable to me remaining from this cast. So that, in my opinion, is the biggest flaw of the season for sure. I hate Bobby for the trolling. Listen, don't hate. Hurry up. Traders Canada was so good this week. I will watch it. I promise. All right. Kate the Great One says, hey there. Hey, Kate. Good to see you again, my friend. Welcome in. Like I said, guys, get your comments read live. Let's talk about Survivor. Let's talk about your burning questions. Now, I want to go back to who I think are the biggest threats remaining. And I really do believe, based off what the edit is showing us and based off of what I feel like what's about to transpire with the season, because one, we know who's on 50. We obviously know the 2 players from this season that are going to be on 50. So you can absolutely deduce that that's going to be a major storyline for 49. There's no way these people got asked back for 50 if there's not something big coming from these players, right? So the Rizzo and Savannah of it all, one of them could be a winner, because we can also figure out that we have 2 winners on 50, 2 winners and 3 tribes. So if you really think about it, one of those players could be a winner, because it would make sense to have 3 winners for 3 tribes. Just saying. And that's pretty public knowledge that obviously 2 winners on 50 doesn't make sense. I do think that, and I hope that that's not true. I would like it to be a red herring. I mean, I'm not saying I don't want one of these 2 players to win. I'm just saying it would make for very strange casting choices for 50 if you basically told us who the winner would be, essentially, right? And I still fully believe and think that Soph is going to be the winner of the season. I could be completely wrong, but based off what I'm seeing in the edit, based off her placement in the game and her social interactions, and the fact that she has a knowledge is power twist in her pocket, I really feel like Soph is someone that could have a huge moment in this game and really propel herself to the win. Because who's coming after Soph right now? No one. It's Uli versus Old Hina. And essentially, it's kind of like a stalemate at this point. And she has completely attached herself to the side that is getting the most narration. And in that, she's never the person that's going to be the target, right? Like, she's always going to be the last one out of the, I guess, new Uli to be targeted. So I feel like she has absolute longevity in this game. And at minimum, I think she's final 3. At minimum, I think she's final 3. And I would be shocked to see it not pan out that way. So I still think Soph is by far my biggest winning threat, outside of the fact that we have players from 50 on this season that could completely just be the strangest casting choices of all time. Like, here's what I come back to too. If you were going to have 3 winners on 50, and that was your end goal, was to have 3 winners on 50, why in the hell wouldn't you just pick a winner from a previous season? Why did you pick it from 48 and 49? Like, 48's whatever, okay? But like 49 is a season we haven't seen yet. It's playing out, and you're going to have it where clearly that 3rd winner is going to be someone from the newest season. Like, you could pick from any other season. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. All right. Let's get back to your guys' comments. Get your comments read live here on stream. If you guys are watching in the vertical aspect ratio, you can also check out, we have another stream on here in the horizontal 16:9. If you want to see the full graphics, full effects here on the channel. But I'm hoping this is reaching new people with this vertical layout that I have. Still got to figure out how I'm going to fix the border, because that's not going to work for me clearly. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments if you like this version, if you think this is better, because apparently it's supposed to be better for like phones and stuff, and be able to reach more people this way for people that are using their phones, and the horizontal aspects for people watching on TV or on their computers or tablets, what have you. So I'm really interested to see in the comments how many new people came here because they saw the vertical version, and how many people are, just my normal aspect ratio, horizontal aspect ratio of people. So let me know in the comments. Just curious, very curious. 4 times in the NFC Championship, wasted Adrian Peterson. Don't get me started, Humane. You're trying to trigger me. You're trying to trigger me. It's not funny. Also, the kid who lied about his wife getting pregnant was a flop. Why did he reveal the lie? So there's actually more to that story. And I know because I've talked to him, I've talked to Lauren about what actually happened. So we want to get him and the other player that he revealed the information to that he wasn't pregnant with, or not with, but like he wasn't pregnant, and he shared that info with her. I want to see what, if they'll both come on and share that story, because it's not my story to tell, but I'm really hoping we get the breaking news on that. So check out Lauren's coverage. She does great coverage on Squid Game, The Challenge 2. She does such a good job here at After Show on YouTube. So check that out and let us know. All right. So I want the twins at the same time on my back. Wait, what? What? I want the twins at the same time on my back. Oh, are you saying you want them back on the show for season 3? Because I totally read that a different way, Mary. I'll be real with you. I think it got lost in translation there for a second. All right, so let's get more. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. That's the last thing I need right now. All right, so I want Sage and Steven to go farther, but I think they are both seen as threats by Soph and Savannah. And that's the problem, right? So I think Sage right now is in a better spot than you would think, because I think Jawan's going to be the target in front of her. I think if the numbers of old Hina continue to get dwindled down, or even say like Alex goes home, I think that's very bad for Sage, because then that old Uli stays around and they'll have a vengeance towards Sage because of the moves she's made. Especially against like Nate. I think that will be something that they'll very much want vengeance for. So I think that it's very interesting to see how it pans out. Now, Steven is an interesting one, because Steven, I feel like out of anyone on old Hina, is the person we've probably seen the most of. I would argue maybe you could say Sophie as of the jury phase, but before, pre-jury phase, I think Steven's the one that they really showed us to the forefront of Hina. I don't know what to make of Steven's game, because we're just not getting a lot of it, right? We're not getting a lot of his point of view. We're not getting a lot of where he actually lies in the game. And I wish we got more of that, because I think he's a decent player. I think that he's a very strong player for the Hina tribe. And I think he kind of got screwed that he was on the winning side this week, because I think he would have made the right decision. Like, let's swap out MC for Steven. I think Rizzo's idol either gets played or it gets flushed in some form or fashion. I think that knowledge doesn't go back to Jawan, and we could see Jawan going home or Rizzo going home. So I think Steven is playing a better game, and I think that it's worked out for him, but I'm very interested to see going forward, because we're just not getting a lot of his point of view. Isn't the meta of Squid Game be left out like Trinity? A player had the opportunity to skip 4 games. Here's the thing, though, with Trinity, like yes, I do agree that is the way to do it. I do think that it's absolutely like the best case scenario is if you don't have to play, but that could have been a completely different twist. That twist could have been like, oh, you weren't picked, or you got subbed out, you're going home. Like, it could have just completely backfired. It didn't, and he lucked out. But I think that that's not necessarily always the most ideal situation to be in, because it can completely flop in your face. I really hope Soph wins. I'm just not feeling Savannah or Rizzo. I think so too. I mean, I think that there's good gameplay there, and I'm really wanting to let them cook the remainder of this phase of the game, because I think that there's a lot that can be added to this game. I think that we haven't even seen the best, right? Like I feel like the best is yet to come with this season. And yes, we are far into this game, but I want to let Savannah and Rizzo cook, because she has an extra vote. Rizzo has an idol. Soph has the knowledge is power. Something crazy is going to happen here, and it's only a matter of time. And I said this on the Survivor podcast. If you guys are new here, check out the Survivor podcast we do every Wednesday night, immediately following the East Coast airing. Myself, Johnny Fairplay, Gabe Ortiz from Survivor 47. I think we're even getting Rachel Riley this week. Hopefully, knock on wood, we'll get Rachel Riley on the podcast this week to talk Survivor as well. So check out our content, because I mentioned this on the show as well on Wednesday. I think the fact that they showed us that Christina found the idol, I think that's going to come around, and that's going to be where Soph uses the knowledge is power, because I don't think it's beneficial for her to obviously take Rizzo's, which right now that's the only current idol that she knows about for sure, that she could absolutely make that play. Now, I think she will if her back's against the wall, but I think the fact that Christina found that idol in front of Alex, of all people, Alex, I think that is going to be the most detrimental thing to Christina's game. Now, we haven't seen a lot of Christina, and the thing that I go back to is Christina finding that idol in front of Alex. Who's the person that worked with Alex and probably is going to be contacting him or figuring out information about both sides? It's going to be Soph. So I feel like Alex has an attachment to Soph, because they've worked and been through so much in this game together, that knowledge of Christina's idol that Alex knows about is going to get told to Soph. And I think from there, that's where we see the knowledge is power, where it's going to come into play. I think that she's going to take Christina's idol, and I think it's either going to take Christina out of the game or take someone from old Hina out of the game. Hell, you can even take Alex out of the game. I don't know, but I'm just saying I think that that's the play, and I think that's why the show gave us Christina's idol find on Wednesday night. Russell thought he was a winner going into Heroes versus Villains. I mean, there's been multiple times people have thought they were the winners. Voldemort, the name we do not name here on the channel, thought he was the winner of his season when, what was it, Survivor Philippines. When going into the finale night, he thought he was the winner. So there has been times where people have thought they were the winner going into the reunion show, which that's the biggest travesty for Survivor as far as COVID goes. The one thing COVID took away more than anything that I wish we could get back more than anything is a live reunion. I wish we had a live reunion. I wish we had everyone there. I wish they had time to watch the season, decompress, and then share their thoughts on the season. That was always one of the best things about finale night, is getting the live 1 hour finale reunion live on stage. And I know we voted for it for 50, and I'm pretty sure, I would guess that 99.9% of people voted in favor of them doing a live reunion, which I really hope they bring back. They should do it for every season. I know it's cheaper. I know it's easier. But it's so much more fun to see these players coming back after all this time, having watched the season, having, seen how it all played out, getting everyone else's perspectives now that they've seen the show. I think it just adds so much more to the live reunion opposed to just a reunion there right after the season. So please, Survivor, out of anything you guys have ever done, please, please, please bring back the live reunion going forward. Like, not just for Survivor 50. Please bring back the live reunion forever, because it's the best part of the season. One of the best parts. Lori H., what's going on? Thank you so much for joining the chat. Hope you're doing well. I'm so glad you mentioned you had a normal aspect. Yes, so apologies. Like I said, I'm trying out this new thing that StreamYard is giving us, where it allows you to stream in different aspect ratios, which obviously on the one that's vertical, if you guys are watching the vertical one, it's not the ideal setup. I just did this on the fly. I'm going to have to figure out how to make it so it looks like a better border and everything, but it's supposed to bring in new people. So, and I've already seen new people in the chat here. So I'm really hoping that that's something that I can use going forward. Maybe obviously make it look better, but I could use that going forward for my live streams, and I hope people enjoy it. Let me know in the comments if you like the other aspect ratio for your phones. And obviously, I'll still always have my normal 16:9 YouTube aspect ratio for watching as well. There's 2 different streams, and you can find them both at After Show on YouTube, and you can pick whichever one you like best. Yes, I get it, Humane. You beat the Vikings. I moved rooms too. Okay, good. I'm glad you guys are finding it over here. You read it correctly the first time about the Twins. Now let me clip you. Okay, maybe I did read that correctly. Damn it, Mary. The boss says, better show Korean Squid Game or Squid Game The Challenge? Well, they're completely 2 different things, right? And I would argue that, oh my gosh, why am I blinking on the other show? Oh my gosh, the one, Alice in Borderlands. I would argue that Alice in Borderlands is better than Korean Squid Game. People might come after me. I liked it a lot. I thought maybe not so much season 3, but seasons 1 and 2. I loved the Japanese show, Alice in Borderlands. If you haven't watched it, it's very similar to Squid Game. It's so good, especially season 1. Season 1 was chef's kiss. It was so good. So if you haven't checked that out, go check it out. As far as Korean Squid Game or Squid Game The Challenge, I mean, I like Squid Game The Challenge because I like reality TV. I like reality game shows, strategic shows, what have you. So I think that, in my opinion, I'd rather go Squid Game The Challenge, but I did like the Korean Squid Game. Obviously, I had my problems with season 3 and season 2, but season 1, fantastic TV. Why is the first season just always the best? It's just always the best, and then they just can never get it right after that. I didn't hate Squid Game the Korean version, but I really hope because they're going to make an American version, right? Now, I'm not talking about like the reality game. They're going to make a Squid Game TV show, scripted show for the US version. And I just hope it's not a complete disaster. I know I'll still watch it, but I just hope it's not a disaster. The Hot Grim Reaper says, next episode will Yellow Sophie join Savannah and Rizzo's team. Very interesting. I think that it's absolutely possible, but I think the damage is done, right? Like, I think Yellow Sophie sees the writing on the wall that she just can't completely turn sides, right? Because it's not beneficial for her to go with complete old Uli. Like, you're going to get picked off at some point. While I do see the idea behind it, her goal in the episode was to take out Rizzo's idol or take out Rizzo. So they're going to know that. So they're never going to fully trust you. So it doesn't make sense for her to completely swap sides and go to yellow. Or not yellow, excuse me, old Uli and Savannah and Rizzo's team. So I think that while there's possibly an opportunity for that to play out, I don't think it will happen because I don't think it's beneficial long term for her to completely switch sides and make that happen. 5 players. I hope Mark doesn't get it because it's obvious for him. Control them and get 5 randoms. Yeah, good luck getting 5 randoms on there. Oh, we got a guest here on the stage. Let's go. All right, so let me see here. Why is it not doing it? There we go. There he is. Johnny Fairplay, everybody, is joining us live here on stream. So, Fairplay, you see that I have it in the 2 different aspect ratios on your screen?
I do.
I'm trying it out. Obviously, the border is not great, but it wouldn't let me edit that, so I'm going to have to fix that later. But I was just trying it out, and immediately when I started the stream, there was like 26 people in here right away, like within the first few seconds. So I think that it's something that we will work with going forward, especially for the Survivor podcast, but I'm definitely playing around with the idea. So Fairplay, what you got going on today? How are you doing today?
I'm tired. Jeez, I don't know. I played trivia last night. So there was a guy at the trivia table beside us sitting by himself,
Uh-huh.
and the first round is picture round, and he got like 2 out of 10. And
Okay.
we're just like, hey, like, I don't have any friends. Would you like to join us? We got it's 3 of us, and most people have like 6 people. And when I have 6 people, I win every time, and I win a lot with just 4 people sometimes, but 3, I like, there's usually a couple things that are working against us. But we're like, why are you here? He's like, I got a job interview tomorrow. And I just looked up breweries in Danville, Virginia, and it said here, and then there's trivia. It's like, well, I'll just might as well try. So anyway, so he's sitting there, and we get to the music round, and like the first 3 songs are country, and he's like, that's Morgan Whalen, blah blah blah. That's Zach Brown band. I'm just like, holy shit. Well, it's a good thing you're here because I wouldn't have gotten any of those. So anyway, we get to that watermelon sugar song or whatever. Anyway, he was just like, that's Watermelon Sugar. It's Maroon 5. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's not Maroon 5. It's that guy that dated Lindsay Lohan. He's like, well, that really narrows it down. And I'm like, I think he dated Taylor Swift too. They're like, once again, I'm just like, he was in that band, and they're like, oh my God. And I'm just like, dude, I'm just talking it out. Relax. So anyway, so I'm like, Harry Styles is the name I'm looking for. And he was like, it ain't Harry Styles. It's Maroon 5. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure I owned it on vinyl. And he was just like, well, I'm pretty sure it's Maroon 5. And if I'm wrong, I'll buy you a beer. And I'm like, all right, well, Harry Styles was the answer, ladies and gentlemen. I got a beer from the guy that has a job interview today.
Fairplay, it's fun that you're here because, like, obviously we're talking Survivor 49 this last episode. We're talking about who the biggest threats are remaining in the game. You weren't there for our Survivor recap this week. What were your thoughts on the episode, and who do you think's the biggest threat right now?
I have yet to watch the episode. I'm gonna watch either later today or sometime before the episode tomorrow.
Gotcha. Well, then who are you liking as far as this season?
I mean, Sophie's my favorite, or Soph. I don't
know,
like, yeah, the Sophie with that you see on television, not that you've seen twice. that one. I just think she's fun.
Yeah.
And would I be able to work with her out there? Possibly, probably. I lean towards probably not. Mm-hmm. But I would like to think that I could. I feel in my older years and having an 18-year-old and an 8-year-old, or a soon to be 18-year-old, and she's 17, and an 8-year-old who's going through her terrible tens right now. Holy smolies. I feel that, like, I've gained, I guess, empathy is the word I'm looking for, to where in spite of better judgment, I could work with a player like that. But just as a viewer, I just think Sophie's fun. I think was it Sage?
Yeah.
I think Sage is great television.
Yeah.
We'd either be thick as thieves or she'd be my arch enemy. There would be no in between.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I could see you working with Sage. I think Sage is the kind of player that you could be like, I can work with that.
Yeah. I don't think I would work with Rizzo.
I don't think you would either, because you don't like that archetype though either. That's not your favorite archetype to deal with.
No, but once again, as I said, as I get older, like I feel that there has to be, like, I'm not Russell Hantz. I'm not trying to find two dumb girls and figuring it out.
I don't think that strategy would play well nowadays, if you're being honest.
Well, I maybe, who's to say? I don't know. But I just feel like the key to Survivor on a second or third or fourth chance is adaptability. And
Yeah.
if you're literally doing like if you are showing the definition of insanity, which is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, and you never are, then
Yeah.
then you will never be a great third, fourth, or fifth time player, because that like we already know your game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that I am open to adaptability, maybe it would be my downfall in that, Fairplay, it really wasn't broken before. Why are you changing things so much? But I do think the game has changed. I can admit the game has changed, whether I like it or not. There's some things I do like, dude. As great as it is to brag that I did 38 out of 39 days, I would love to brag that I did 11 out of 12 days.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
my body and my bank account and all that, I'm losing money on extra days here.
Yeah.
There's
You're
shit I
fine
can
with
do.
the shorter season.
Yeah, I mean, I feel they're dropping the ball in that the only thing you're in a condensed new era season, you're only really missing those down days in which we really did nothing.
Yeah.
However, those were conversation days, and I don't feel that they're not having. I feel they're doing a crappier job of showing us the conversation, because I feel like the conversations are obviously still happening. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, there's the meta of
Yeah.
it all, and yes, it's the book says we do this, so we do this. I think there is that aspect to it, but I think there are conversations, and I think with a grandiose play, with an elite player, you're creating and steering those conversations that are identical to the conversations we saw in 39-day seasons.
Yeah.
So they're just not showing them.
They're not showing them. And that's where I think that's the biggest flaw in, new era Survivor is they've come up with this editing choice, and it's not just them, it's other shows as well. Australian Survivor.
It's across the board.
Across the board.
This is how we do reality television in 2025.
Where they just lean in the direction of the narrator, and not saying they haven't done this for many years, but I feel like they've really leaned into this lately, where they follow the narration of either one of the biggest characters or the eventual winner, and do not give equal screen time to the remaining cast, where I feel like it's detrimental to the show. And I think the fans have really vocalized this, where we don't need that. We want to know these other players. We want it to be a mystery who's winning. We don't want it coming from just one perspective. And that's across the board for all these shows that do that.
Yeah, but I mean, go back in Survivor, there was a narrator. I mean, Robsky is the narrator of Amazon. I'm the narrator of Per Islands. Tyson was the narrator of Token Chin. We've had narrators, and I don't have a problem with that.
No, I don't either.
I just want, I was in charge of every vote that I could have been a part of. I was responsible for the outcome in all but, I don't know, just to be overly honest, but I don't really believe it. But let's just, for argument's sake, I was responsible for every single vote except for 4. And I'm being very generous with the 4. It's more like 2 or 3. But for argument's sake, let's just say 4.
Okay.
Well, okay, for those 4, those 4 votes, you can show me talking, and you can show me talking incorrectly, but there's other people that are not the narrator, that those are the conversations that we, the viewer, should see.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And the thing is, it should always give us the counter point of view, right? Like when it's just narrow-minded, I get that you have to have like a main narrator, and there's going to be someone like that every season, but there should be also the counter narrator to what's actually happening as well, because that one person's point of view is the view of the entire season. The show wants to give you the view just from that point of view, but I feel like there should always be a counter, so at least there's more of clarity or questions in the viewer's mind.
Yeah. So I see a question. Do you have some images we can go through?
We do have some images we can go through, and I have them pulled up right here. One thing I just want to announce is Gabe on Survivor 51. Is he back? He's not back. He will be back next week.
Yeah, he is in fact playing Survivor 51.
He's surviving right now.
It is real Survivor. He may not make it back. If Survivor were real, and I'm not saying that, but like if there were life and death consequences, he is playing that game. He is playing real Squid Game right now.
Honestly, though, and he's playing it with former survivors in what's Spencer's name now?
Raymond or Ramen?
Raymond or Ryman, I think is what it is.
Raymond.
All right, well, whatever. So he's out there.
Definitely one of them. I think it's Raymond.
He's out there with Spencer Bledsoe, aka Raymond, and he's out there with a bunch of Corinne,
Sean
Rector.
Is Coach out there?
Wouldn't surprise. I don't know if Coach wants to go back to the.
I don't. That's what I'm just like. Is Coach tempting fate a second time? He's back. Get him.
We found our golden goose.
Our sacrifice. Oh, yeah. He's a golden goose. He got goosed a bunch with sticks.
So for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, Gabe is in the Amazon right now, not playing Survivor, but just surviving and hopefully not tripping balls too much. So
I think he wants to trip. I think that the goal of the assignment is to trip balls as much as possible. I was given a firm no, you cannot go. Why did you even think you could ask?
I would like that. Just sounds miserable to me. The entire trip.
You know what? 30-year-old Johnny Fairplay's all in.
It doesn't. 36-year-old Bobby is not in. Bobby is not down.
30-year-old Johnny Fairplay is paying money to go.
The whole thing about that trip is absolutely wild to me. Just ayahuasca, surviving.
So one of the things is they are getting burned, literally burned, and then they take the tree frog acid, like acid to make you the poisonous acid from a tree frog and pouring it into the burn and then sealing it with wax. And you're guaranteed to throw up, and more than likely, more than 50% chance defecating yourself.
What in that sounds fun to you? Like,
sounds great.
Sounds awful. And you're in the middle of freaking the Amazon, where that's like the last place I'd want to be with all the wildlife and pygmy people and like
my clothes are coming off in seconds.
I feel like that's just asking to die. Like you're just asking for death.
My luxury item is Blue Chew, and my clothes are coming off in seconds.
So let's all say a prayer right now for Gabe. Hopefully he's doing well.
Let's say a prayer that Sean Rector didn't bring Blue Chew as his luxury item.
Hopefully Gabe is still with us. But yeah, I'm very much so ready for him to return so I can get all the information of how it all went down.
We're doing a podcast.
I can't wait. So
that's gonna be, if you're looking for a reason to become a patron, that's going to be a patron deal.
That'll be a patron only deal, but definitely check it out. I think it's
go to realitypatron.com, sign up right now. You'll get an alert. So,
and we will have the full rundown of his experience. And I told him to take videos and photos of whatever he could. So hopefully we'll have some of that to share as well.
Well, there's zero power, and the closest power outlet and or cell signal is an hour from camp.
What about this sounds fun?
Okay. This comment right here makes no sense. Okay, if I get naked, I'm wearing Savannah's inspired leopard print underwears. Then you're not naked. like you're
counterintuitive.
Yeah, I don't think you understood the assignment.
All right, so I will get back to some of your guys' comments here for Johnny, but we do want to have something we wanted to share here. This popped up on my timeline and Johnny's timeline, which I found was very interesting. So let me pull up the screen share. There we go. All right, here we go. So Johnny, right here we have all winners Survivor posted. Survivor 49 players revealed whom they would have cast on Survivor 50. And would you believe it? Savannah Louie said that the person she would want to see is Johnny Fairplay on Survivor 50. And boy, did the comments go wild.
That is my least favorite picture of me that they chose to use, of course. So there's so many amazing photos. Bobby has great photos that make for t-shirts I'll never make as long as I'm alive. I am passing that assignment elsewhere, Bobby.
I mean, I'm working. That was just a rough draft. Like I'm working on it.
Well, I asked Jessica to give notes, and she was like, "There are no notes to be like literally. That is like burn that and start anew."
Yeah, it was very rough draft.
Okay, all right. So Savannah Louie has great taste in a lot of things. Her looks. She has great taste in her underwear choices, and apparently who she would cast on season 50. I will say, looking at this cast, I think it's better than what casting chose.
Looking at this cast, so let's take a deeper look. So Savannah said you.
Yeah.
Rizzo said Dean Kowalski. What are your thoughts on Dean being out there?
DK Chillin. Do I still have a DK Chillin picture here to give away? I'm looking. I had a few. I think they're all gone. No, I got a Brandon Hance. Oh man, that'll be worth something.
That didn't age well.
Yeah, I got a Kirby and then a sweet Logan. I got those sitting right here. And then I got Brett Walgamot. I got to send that to you.
Yes. No, but I think Dean would be a lot of fun. DK Chillin, like, yeah, he was kind of like a slow burn, but towards the end of the game, I thought Dean had a real chance to win.
Dean, prior to the lightning strike, wins Island of the Idols or whatever season that he was on.
Yeah. Well,
like his final jury deal from beginning to that lightning strike, I'm just like, I would give the guy $1 million.
Yeah.
And then that lightning hits and the guy becomes a dum-dum and everyone else just threw the roof on their speeches.
Yeah. Yeah. And Tommy really shined on that in that moment too.
Yeah, but pre-lightning strike, that's his game to win.
God, I just realized how small we are in this, like the vertical. It's like, why does it do that? So I'm gonna have to play around with that to see if I can make it look better. Let me see if I do this. Nope, that doesn't make it look better at all. All right, so we'll go back.
Okay.
All right. So the other thing I want to say is DK Chillin. The worst thing that for him ever coming back is the fact that he is associated with Survivor 39, right? Like no one from Survivor 39 is coming back.
I think enough time has passed that you can just remember the good stuff.
I feel like it's kind of like Big Brother 15, right? Like there's people that should come back from that cast. That cast had some really good players in it. They're entertaining players, but they're just never going to touch those waters.
I think Jeff likes Lauren Ashley Beck. I think Elaine has done a complete body transformation that I would put her in the running for a return. Janet, if I'm casting Australia versus the world, I'm casting Shane Gould and I'm casting Janet to compete against her.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a lot of fun. I would think that would be absolutely a blast.
I'm all about I'm a big fan of parody in casting. I'm like, I want this guy for this guy, this guy for this guy, this guy for this guy. Yeah. I love that.
I love that too. All right, so next, Shannon says she would choose Andy from Survivor 47. Love it. I love Andy.
I'm the biggest Andy fan in the world, but I feel like we saw the entire story. But I don't even know if I put Andy on second chances. I think I would like to see Andy on something else. I think Andy on Traitors I would prefer than on 50 or second chance.
You wouldn't want him on like a New Era All-Star?
I'll allow a New Era All-Star, but I mean, who's to say if we're doing the New Era starting on 51?
But is 51 still going to be considered New Era, or is that kind of dead?
I can't answer those questions, Bobby. But I'm just saying, without knowing, I feel that if without a new era All-Stars, then I'm just all in on I got everything I needed. Like, and it's no shade. I mean, how many players can you say that we got the complete story from?
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, I feel like, yes, although we went from like absolute disaster with Andy at the beginning of the season to,
Can't hardly wait.
Yeah,
It's
Operation Italy or whatever it was called, and then just pure gameplay. Like, I feel like he really came into his own. But now I want to see like Andy 2.0, where, okay, we've seen you at your lowest, we've seen you when you can, do very well. How do you do that now that with that people know your gameplay and know how you play?
I'd rather see it on Traders where the housewives have no idea.
I wouldn't mind it. I don't mind him on Traders. So
Andy and the housewives, I want to see all day long.
Sophie said, or Soph, excuse me,
Thank
says
you.
she would choose Vesepia. I thought this was an interesting pool, and I love it. We all wish.
We all. I mean, you're speaking for all of us, Soph.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like that answer was is like who should be on 50, and I think Soph was like, hey, stupid Vesepia.
Yeah. Yeah. And
like how could you fuck this up because this is a layup?
Well, and that goes back to my original point I made at the beginning of this live stream. Why the hell are they using that third winner, which it could be one of the two that's on 49 right now, and it gives us a complete, like, basically like, oh, don't even worry about 49. We already told you who wins because there's two winners out there that we know of. Maybe a third if there's three tribes. That's the only way it makes sense. Why wouldn't they pull from an earlier season that third winner? Like, Vesepia would have been a great choice.
I'm mad I'm not there, but
I know.
But but I'm extra mad. I mean, if I'm casting season 50, if you just go Johnny Fairplay, make the best Survivor 50 of all time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally starting my list with Vesepia, and then then I start filling out the list. Like literally, that's the first name on my piece of paper.
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to see Vesepia play again. It's been so
insanity.
Long. Yeah. And the first person of color to win the game, like it's just there's so many storylines from Vesepia.
No, we want to see I want to see Vesepia 2.0. Why isn't Vesepia 2.0 an option?
Yeah. And it should have happened many years ago. It's not even just a 50 argument.
All right. Does that have the schedule for, or have you seen the schedule for going into the finale?
No.
Okay. Well, look at, so going into the finale, February 25th, or not the finale, going into the premiere of season 50, February 25th, they are airing 2 classic episodes a week on CBS, starting like February 1st.
Interesting.
Now, I am willing to bet money that the Dead Grandma Lie is one of these episodes.
I bet. I would think so.
Because you're celebrating 25 years, 49 seasons of Survivor, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm good enough for that. And it's my fucking episode. It's not anyone else's episode. It's my episode.
So how many episodes essentially is that they're playing?
I think it's like 8.
I would think that would be one that they would play, but
I
don't want to assume anything anymore.
But here's, if I were them, I would not.
Mm-hmm. I bet you'll be.
I would choose to showcase some of the poor decisions that you made to put on 50.
I bet you they play episodes that have people on 50 in it.
You would think that.
I think that's the best way.
I think they're gonna be like, we told you that 2026 was a celebration of 50 seasons of Survivor, and sure, we didn't put these people on season 50, even though we should, but here they are right now, and that's just the same.
Yeah.
I feel like that's their workaround. Like, I feel you're going to get the best of Boston Rob, Sandra, Johnny Fairplay, Parvati, and Suri. And it's like, oh, well, great. The good thing is Suri's on.
Yeah, I think like what Dreadful Ruby's, I think they're going to be showcasing the 50 players.
I that would, once again, I think that would be the smart plan, because that co-signs what they've agreed upon for what should represent season 50. But I think they're going the other route, is like, hey, here's all the people that we could have put on season 50, but wouldn't you just rather see them in their prime, in their classic episode, and then we have fucking 40 other people you don't give a fuck about, or just 20 of them.
All right, so let's get back to this list, because we want to show you everyone else. So Jason said he picked Randy Bailey. What are your thoughts on Randy Bailey?
I'm a Randy Bailey stan.
I love
for those
Randy
of you,
Bailey.
Go into the archives, search. I don't even know what the podcast was called then. Survivor NSFW, maybe at that time, but it's here on this channel. It's the Randy Bailey interview, and he tells the story of, after Heroes versus Villains, his quest to go home early and everything he did to make that happen.
Really?
There may or may not be prostitution involved.
What?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta go back and watch that episode then, because I have not heard this story yet.
Yes. And Coach tells the story about being raped by pygmies.
I still can't believe that one. So I think with Randy, though, I feel like I've seen it, right? Like like how you said about Andy, I feel like the story's there.
I love Randy, and honestly, of all the people I've met on Survivor, Randy is he's got to be top 10 for me personally. Just however, Randy has one bad day, and it's just like, well, I don't care. This is like, I'm not rolling the dice on Randy ever again on Survivor.
Yeah.
So, it's just Randy's gonna Randy. So like, if everything's optimal, or if he has enough hate fuel to keep him there, but if this shit goes sideways early, he just doesn't. Like, I mean, we get Randy on Randy Heroes Villains sucked.
Yeah, that's what I come back to.
And I think that's what we get if anything goes. Like, I mean, if he's on a tribe with 7 new era people, he's like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
And he's gonna take his ball and go home. And people can say that about me. I'm sorry. I had a shattered jaw, 4 root canals, everything in the world. Any other time in my life, you have to pull me from that game kicking and screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. And how old is Randy nowadays? Like, he's
105.
Like, I mean, is Randy even capable of playing? Like, he might be in great shape. I don't know.
I'd be willing to. No, I think he's a lifeguard. Last I heard, he was a lifeguard at a water park.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he can. He still swims and all that. He's athletic. That's not the problem with Randy. I just feel it's not. I say mentally, but it's not. I feel like it's spiritually a problem with Randy.
All right, so let's get to the next one. Sophie says she would choose Rachel Lamont. I feel like Rachel's story's done, right? Like, I got everything from Rachel. I don't need to see Rachel again.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to subscribe to Rachel on Winners at War 2.
That I would, in that unique scenario, yes, I would be more obliged. But like, I would even like Rachel on Traitors. Like, Rachel on Traitors would be interesting to me, because she's got the mind for it. She's very, very bright.
Yeah, I don't hate it, but I definitely, if I could pick any second show for her to be on, my number one pick would be Winners at War 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think.
I think this is the Sophie we really wanted.
Yeah.
Sophie Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too. All right. So Sage says she would pick Shirin.
Yeah, and right here is where I'm like, I don't think I can work with Sage. I was on the bubble before and I saw this earlier. I'm like, oh yeah, this would not work out.
I think this tracks with Sage though. I feel like this is Sage's personality.
This would be the worst blind date of my entire life. Either one of them.
I think that absolutely makes sense for Sage to pick Shirin, but I think that Shirin, like, I'm good. We've saw Shirin play multiple times. Like, I feel like
that pains me as well. And I think Shirin and Sage feel the same way about me as I feel about them.
Probably. I think Sage probably would like you.
Probably.
Shirin, I don't know. All right. So Alex chose Amanda Kimmel.
Who didn't?
Yeah. I'm still shocked that didn't happen.
It was Ozzy.
Ozzy was the reason why Amanda didn't get picked?
No. Ozzy's the reason Amanda said no.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Interesting. They don't have a good relationship.
Me and Amanda, we spent time on the island. I hung out with her at the finale, and I have never met this. You know what? I take that back. I met her. She was bartending in Los Angeles. I can't remember if it was before or after Micronesia, but anyway, she was bartending, and I came up behind her, and I was just like, this is the worst fucking drink you're a disgraceful cocktail waitress, and I demand to see a manager now. And she's like, I am so sorry. Oh my God. She goes, fucking Fairplay. She's like, oh my God. She was just like, I was about to lose my mind, but she did not. She didn't come back with fuck you. She came back with, I am so sorry. Like, blah, 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 blah. She was like, of course it's Johnny Fairplay. So no, she is incredible. I love her. And, but that's literally the only interaction I've ever had with her was on the island, that finale weekend or whatever it was. And then at that bar. Me and Ozzy have spent a lot of time together. Like we are good friends. I love Ozzy. He's a good dude. I'd rather have Amanda Kimmel on season 50.
Why? So do they just not have a good relationship, Amanda and Ozzy?
He proposed, or he was gonna propose.
But I thought maybe time would have healed those wounds, but it sounds like it hasn't.
I just think there's just the awkwardness of where she is in life versus like Ozzy is still that same guy from 2003 or 5 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Amanda is not.
Yeah.
And she did. I'm just guessing she just didn't need that in her life. So no. As I said, I love it, and it's like, oh, Fairplay's throwing shade at Ozzy. No, I'm not. I feel there's a world in which season 52, 55, or something, a fun number where Ozzy could have been a captain of a tribe.
Yeah.
So, it's just like, Johnny Fairplay, Ozzy, Pinner, and, geez, I gotta, or a man, I don't know. Just, 3 dudes, is that the worst? I don't know. I feel like there's a world in which Ozzy could come back on a captain season, and that's fun.
Yeah.
So, and if this was our last chance to see Amanda, I would have preferred her on season.
I agree. Yeah.
As I said, no shade, because I love that people read into stuff, and I'm just like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Jawan picked Sean Rector. Obviously, this was one of my number ones. I thought Sean Rector should have been a standout 100%. Do it pick for them.
I feel like, I don't know for sure, but I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts when Jeff had that conversation with Boston Rob. Was like, hey, will you play season 50? Even though he claimed he didn't ask him that, but we all know that he did. I think Boston Rob was like, I feel like I've done everything I can do. I feel like I'd be an early target. Yes, I'm great for the commercial and the promos, but I would be willing to bet that Sean offered his spot to Sean, told Jeff to give his spot to Sean Rector, and once again Jeff didn't understand the assignment.
It's just
because Sean was on the first cast
yeah.
list submitted for season 50. And
I
then
just
when
don't know
you do
how
cast list 2, you just keep Sean on there. I don't understand why he's off.
I don't know why he's off. I don't know why he didn't get picked. He should have been a surefire pick.
But at the same time, like, in the grand scheme of things, Sean on second chances doesn't hurt my feelings either.
But do you feel like now that he didn't get on 50, the call's just not going to come?
No, I think they're going to make amends with the next returning season. I think there's gonna be some problems, but I think it's gonna be a hodgepodge of here's some of the people that should have been on season 50, and here's some people that make no sense.
And like I said, guys, like I've said it here on the podcast many times, like I don't have a problem with the people that got picked. I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy for the people that got picked and got, there's second, third, fourth opportunity. Like if the opportunity comes, I have no problem with these people going and taking that chance and going back out to Survivor. The problem I have when it's a celebration of 50 seasons, why is half the cast only from a finite group of 10 seasons from the new era? Why is it half new era, half old school? Like that's the thing that rubs me the wrong way, is the fact that that's not a celebration of 50 seasons. It's a celebration. It's basically new era versus old school. And I don't think that's what we were sold a bill of goods on. I think we were sold on it should be, people from all of these highlighted episodes or highlighted seasons through the longevity of the show. And we just didn't get that for this 50 cast.
Hey, guess what I'm doing later?
What?
Drinking, watching TV, and grabbing each other's private parts with my fiance.
Nice, man. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. So Ozzy's already been on the captain season. All right. Well, I missed it. Yeah. All right. You know what? It sounded like a great idea.
How did it play out? All right. So
Tony Blancos did get the call for season 50. Once again, remember this recent interview with Jeff where we already saw these people on Winners at War, so none of them were going to be on the cast, even though he called them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They did Australian Survivor. Like they're not going to be on the American version anymore, and then we get Suri out there. I think that with Tony, I need some time. Like I need some time. We've seen him on the Traders. We've seen him on Australian Survivor. We saw him on Winners at War. Like I need time.
I was about to say, I was like, I like Tony on Traders. Oh yeah, I saw it. It wasn't good. He wasn't good on Australia versus the world. I think I have him as the second person I sign up for Winners at War 2. Yeah. And do I think it's going to work out? Probably not, but we've counted out Tony before, and maybe Tony wins 3.
I just feel like I need some space because I love Tony. Like the fact that we had a nice, good amount of time between Tony and Cagayan to Tony and Game Changers. I think that was like the adequate amount of time. And I don't blame Tony for going on these shows. Like I said, take every opportunity in front of you. But I appreciate him in small doses where make me miss him, right? Make me miss him and be like, oh, Tony's on this new season. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm so excited for that, right? Like that's where I'm at. Right. It's same with Suri. Suri's the same exact way where it's like Suri's just been shoved down our throats so much the last like 3 years that like I'm good on Suri. And I think we'll get to Suri here in a bit too.
Yeah.
Jeremiah said he would pick Ty.
I bet he would. Too soon.
It just reminds me of like what you ordered and what you got.
Yeah. This is fucking team. This is a Temu special right here. Fucking wish Ty. There he is.
I mean, I like Ty. I mean, how can you not like Ty? It's just Ty is just not a very good strategic player. I mean, I like Ty as a person. But
It was the first time I met Ty. I took my daughter Piper. I think she was 8 at the time. I took her to Give Kids the World, and we got in late, and like we had to go through the bar to get to our room. And the first person she sees is Ty, and she goes, "You're the worst." And he goes, "I am. I'm horrible. I'm the worst player ever." She goes, "Yes, you are." And then Adam Klein's beside her, and she's like, "Oh my God, I am so sorry about your mom." And then we're all in tears, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what has just happened?" We're literally 11 o'clock at night at the bar in Orlando and just crying.
that sounds like your normal night at the bar, anyways.
Pretty much. When I look at my bar tab. Just like, no. When I said around, I mean I was just referring to the circumference of the glass of my drink. Is what I meant by round.
I think you added a 0 to this bill.
Yes, this is obviously. I would not like to pay the meals tax, please.
All right, so let's get to the next one. I think I'm good on Ty. All right, so MC picked Charlie. There's a couple people that picked Charlie.
Oh yeah, we get two different pictures of Charlie, which is great. We get the we get the Butch picture later. Which for Charlie is the hugest compliment ever that there's a Butch picture out there.
Yeah, this one tells me I'm a Taylor Swift fan. This picture.
This is oh wow, Dr. Evie. That was
what?
MC chose Dr. Evie. Is that not Dr. Evie?
Oh,
that's Charlie.
Oh, God, I just figured out what you're saying.
That's Charlie. My bad. I thought it was Dr. Evie. Yes. No, I am not a Charlie fan. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan. I'm not a Swiftie.
I like Charlie. I thought Charlie was a very good player, and I thought Charlie should have won.
But I think Charlie's defined by the Taylor Swift of it all, and I just don't like Taylor Swift.
I just don't think that, like, the fact that that's like his defining moment.
I know his whole gimmick is he's Taylor Swift, and I'm just like, I don't like Taylor Swift. Like, so if I don't like Taylor Swift, why am I supposed to like this guy?
It's because at the in that time, in that era, like everything was Taylor Swift. Like we had the Travis Kelce was like early on in their relationship. She's all over the NFL games. So they were really trying to lean into, hey, this kid likes Taylor Swift. Let's go with it.
I get all that. But like, once again, I didn't like that either.
Yeah. No one.
So it's just like, I don't have, like, I get there are plenty. I've seen Taylor Swift in concert. For the record, one of the greatest concerts I've ever seen in my entire life. You get there, they give you the wristband, it fucking lights up according to the fucking song. It is insane. I mean, I feel like she lost money on the tour, like as grandiose and as amazing as it was. Literally, like I saw the Prince Purple Rain tour when I was 10 years old. I have seen some amazing concerts in my life. Taylor Swift, probably top 5, easy, maybe top 3. Wow. Literally one of the greatest concerts I've ever been to. And I still hate Taylor Swift.
Oh, I've watched her concert that's on Disney and Hulu about 52 times because of the girls in my house. It seems like a great show, but
it is even more amazing in person. I mean, it's literally incredible. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, and I go, like, when I'm in Vegas, I go to, the Cirque du Soleil stuff. I'm not as brutish as you guys. I mean, I was at Blood and Guts and front row in Greensboro last week with the double ring steel cage covering it. But I do appreciate nice things. So no, Taylor Swift, one of the greatest concerts I've ever seen. I'm just not a fan of Taylor Swift, and I don't like if someone's whole gimmick is I'm Taylor Swift, then I don't like you.
Yeah.
So I listen to the True Crime Obsessed podcast, Bobby. It's literally my favorite podcast. Patrick Hines and Jillian Pensavalli, they love Taylor Swift. They are admitted, they love Taylor Swift. But that's not their entire personality. Like, they possibly mention Taylor Swift 1 out of every 20 podcasts. Do I know that they love Taylor Swift? Yes, but that's not them.
I think that with him on 50, I really hope they don't bring up Taylor Swift at all. Just let his game be about his game.
Literally, the first episode is going to be mentioned.
It might even be in the promo.
You know what? There's a bet I'd like to make. I got $100 says they mentioned Taylor Swift on the premiere, on the 3-hour premiere, Bobby.
Oh, I mean, I think I agree with you. That's the thing is I don't want to bet it because I think you're right, but I really hope they don't. I like what Mary said here too. Bob's, you've been too nice. Either you're an all-star or you're not, and Charlie ain't. I think that, yeah, Charlie, maybe he hasn't done anything super flashy, but if you're gonna pick someone from the new era, I don't mind it being Charlie.
I think Charlie represents the Swiftie. The Swiftie is a part of our culture. And so for that, but that's him. I mean, like, that's literally what he is a Swiftie. I just think it's so ridiculously one-dimensional, and just, but how many people are on season 50? 18?
I think it's 20, right?
20. Is it?
I don't.
No,
I'd have to double count.
It's 3 tribes. Is it?
Yeah, you're 21? Right. Maybe it's 18. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Who's to say? Well, the internet has to say, actually.
24?
24. Okay, yeah, 3 tribes of 8. That's what I thought. Okay, so if I'm casting, you want representation from the new era. You want a representation of this generation of the culture. Charlie's a fine pick.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same.
As I said, I just don't like him. I mean, and I mean, I guarantee if I ever met Charlie, he's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah. 100%. And it's the same reason why we're going to have Donna Kelsey.
This guy's not kicking dogs.
No. It's the same reason why we're going to have Donna Kelsey on Traders next season. Yeah. Donna Kelsey wouldn't be on that show if she wasn't in some way associated with Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
All right. So let's go to the next one. Next one is Nate said Chrissy Hofbeck. A lot of these people are picking people that are actually going to be on 50. So it's kind of interesting to see.
That is a hot take from Nate. I love it without, I mean, I would imagine this happened while they were out there. If it was done after the fact, it's a little bullshitty, but I love, like, Chrissy Hofbeck doesn't like me. I love Chrissy Hofbeck.
Why doesn't she like you?
We hung out. She's a little fake. Yeah. So, like, because, like, I think I offered to, like, walk, like politely walk her to a room, or walk her to the, I she's married. There was no intent. So, but as a gentleman, like, I was just like, I don't want to send her, by herself with no one, and/or someone creepy, or some stalker. Like, I was just like, hey, and she's like, I'm pretty sure I'd rather walk by myself than with Johnny Fairplay to the elevator. And I'm like, all right, well, then fucking go get murdered. I don't know. I just
Jesus. All right. Well,
I mean, Bobby, I wouldn't want you to walk by yourself to the elevator.
I don't walk by myself to the elevator.
Well, I wouldn't want you to. You're 5'2". You know what they can do to your little frame?
What are they going to do with my petite figure? Honestly, I
can imagine lots of horrible things.
I should look at it as a compliment because, man, what I would give to be like, 200 pounds.
I don't think you want to be 5'2".
I don't want to be 5'2". I'm very happy at 6'3".
Yeah.
I still go back to your reaction when I got out of the car to, like, say what's up to you, and you just looked at me. You're like, "Wait, is this the same guy?"
Yeah, I was just like, "Dude, is Bobby on his way? Are you his big brother?
Are you the chauffeur? Like, what's going on?
Does Bobby have an enlarged version of him that drives him around?"
So yeah, I'm not 5'2". I'm not 5'2". All right, so let's get 5'3". Another Charlie, and there's the Butch.
There's Butch Charlie. Yeah, there's a guy. I don't like this. What's his name? Fake Deadpool. What's his name? Steven? Yes, I don't like. I wanted to like fake Deadpool. I don't like fake Deadpool.
We're getting nothing from his game, and like that's pretty much for anyone in Old Hina.
Yeah, I gotta, you know what? I say that without watching last week's episode yet. So maybe he does something amazing because I keep hearing that Rizzo does something amazing. Haven't seen it yet. So yeah, so here we go.
Let him cook. Let him cook. All
Yeah.
right. So Christina chose Sari.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want Sari out there? Like, it's Sari Fields.
I love Sari.
I love Sari too. But I just feel like we've seen so much Sari.
Yeah,
a lot.
See, this one's tough for me because when I talk about my top 10 Survivor friends,
yeah,
Sari is on this list, maybe top 5.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm like, I want my friends to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
So it's like, was Sari just on Australia versus the world? Yeah, but like, you know, shit happens, you know. Double booking, let's go.
And here's
I
the thing,
double book myself all the time, Bob.
I love Sari. I think Sari. The thing is, I can get on board with Sari playing Survivor, but like we've had her play the Traitors, we had her play Big Brother, we had her play Australian Survivor, we've had now back on Survivor. Like after this, I feel like we need a little hiatus.
What about Traitors All Stars?
Traitors All Stars. I'm sure she'll get the call, or like you know, Amazing Race.
I put her on Traitors All Stars because I didn't feel like we got to see full Sari because she was playing with a bunch of dum dums.
Yeah.
And Rachel Riley.
Yeah. Yeah. I like how Mary says so the cast of 49 shows the cast of Survivor 50 because like a lot of these people are actually on 50. So it kind of feels that way.
I'm curious if this was done after. I feel like it was done on the island, but I didn't read the article that coincided with it.
We saw Sari go 80 plus days on Big Brother, and that's another thing. It's like I watched her every day on the live feeds. Like maybe that's where my fatigue is.
I think there's the problem. I did not.
See, yeah, you didn't watch her Big Brother season at all, did you?
No, I watched like the first 2 weeks, or maybe 3. Me and Wayne were podcasting, and we were both just like, "Yeah, I can't do this."
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I totally get it, but I don't know. And maybe that's. I mean,
it just gets so like the first week is like the cheesiest television in the history of television.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a lot to stomach, and then. Like it's kind of good, and then they do something just so cheesy, or just like, you know what, I suffered through the first week. You guys are dickheads.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with Big Brother.
I think with Big Brother, it's definitely you have to have the taste for it. You have to be someone that likes that kind of show, and a lot of people do. Obviously, it's been a mainstay on CBS for so much time. But the one thing I always go back to with Big Brother is I hate how they cheesify everything. And I know they're doing because it's a family friendly program, but is it family friendly when you got people like dry humping in the beds and stuff? But then at the same time, it's like, oh, here's Zingbot to zing people, you know,
or putting a fort pillows so that you can rub their feet and maybe go up their thigh and not see it.
Yeah, and I think
and sleep 69 style because that's the way to make it.
Yeah, it's just.
Hey, I have a girlfriend, so we're gonna sleep 69 style. Is that cool? Yeah,
yeah. Or say, hey, you know, what are the chances of when this is all done? You know, something would ever happen. I was talking about the game.
What percentage would you say?
Yeah. Hopefully we can get Vince on the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't think that's happening. All right. So he did an unboxing video recently too and put it on YouTube. And
what do you got?
All his like stuff that CBS sent him from his season, like his care package.
Okay. That's good. He's not going to give kids or over the edge, is he?
I don't think so. No.
He's not on the list.
I think it's him and Ava aren't going.
Yeah, I think they're the only two. Okay.
All right, so Matt picked Christian Hubicki, another person we'll see on 50.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Christian? I feel like Christian's not someone that's your cup of tea.
Holy shit balls. I literally we chatted. He is very nice in real life.
I love Christian. I think Christian in real life is one of the nicest guys.
He is literally one of the nicest guys. He's brilliant, he's nice and all that. I wanted to punch my phone watching his Instagram story talking about it's like season, like, oh my god, like his hair, his oh my god, his hair. Can we talk about his hair? Jesus.
What's
Yeah.
wrong with his hair?
Oh, it's the fucking worst. Oh my god.
His hair nowadays or his hair back then?
Now.
Maybe I missed it because I listened to him on
Go to his Instagram and look at the video. It's thinning. It's oh my god. There's shit, dude. My name's Johnny Fairplay. I take Propecia. Propecia is a hair pill you take so you don't lose your hair. It's fucking great, and you don't need to look like that.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking this up.
You looking up Propecia, or are you looking up?
No, I don't need Propecia.
Okay. Well, way to go.
Well, I've got a 5 head, but my hair's still here. It might be gray, but it's still there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm looking at his story now.
Yeah. Bring it up.
Oh,
yeah. It's bad. Don't use the volume. Don't bring it up. Just show it.
Okay. Hold on. I got to switch.
But don't use the volume so that we don't get a copyright deal. So maybe revert. I don't know. Whatever.
Volume's off. It's not that bad. It's just
give us 5 seconds so we don't get. There we go. Yeah, there. Oh my god! Jeez Louise, that is the worst.
Stop.
Okay, we're good. Just stop it now. I can't. I
feel so bad. Like I love Christian. Like I love Christian. And
right?
So he was.
You're allowed to love Christian, and you're allowed to love that archetype. I hated Christian the first time I saw him when his name was John Cochran.
He's, in my opinion, he was number 1 with the bullet who I'd bring back for Survivor 50.
Not on my list.
Like,
not on my list.
One of the most beloved people ever.
Going back in time, I hosted Survivor viewing. I did Durham, and Dr. Allison came to mind. And then a few weeks later, she did one at UNC where she went to school. And it was the only Survivor viewing party on the planet where Christian was voted out and everyone cheered.
Oh, really?
Yes. And I was so happy to be there.
I love Christian. I'm excited for Christian.
You're
Christian,
allowed to.
If you ever hear this,
listen, if we all like the same people, the show fucking sucks.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's just so unironically himself, right? Like there's just something about
it. It's just like literally Jeff fell in love with the character of John Cochran.
Yeah.
And he ran it as far as he could. And he was like, I want another John Cochran. So he created David vs. Goliath to create another John Cochran. And it's Christian Hibicki. And the backup plan was Nick Wilson. And Nick Wilson won, which I think is the best thing to happen from David vs. Goliath.
People would not agree with you on Nick right now.
I know. We're not allowed to, but Nick does good things. Nick does good things too, people. Don't believe everything you read. So he's
it's funny because Christian Hibicki works on robots, right? He's a robot scientist, and you're talking about how Jeff Probst created Christian Hibicki from like a Cochrane mold. What if he is a robot that was made by
he
Jeff
might be.
Probst?
So no. And real quick about Nick Wilson, literally in office to stop abuse of narcotics, because that's what happened to his mom. And I think, I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed. Do not be surprised if Nick Wilson proposes the legalization of marijuana in Kentucky.
Interesting.
So it goes against a lot of things you read about Nick Wilson, doesn't it?
Yes. Right. Exactly. Yeah. So I know there's that whole incest storyline. I still have no idea what that's about. So I don't know.
Incest. I didn't.
Yeah. There's something. I've seen people putting it out there lately. Something to do with Nick and incest, and I have no idea what it is.
Oh, geez, I don't know anything about that. I don't think we're gonna have. So he's doing a Survivor. He's joining us on Survivor season 50.
Oh, is he?
For a pod? Yes.
Oh, nice. Well, we're happy to have him. So
yeah.
We'll see what happens. Annie said she would choose Kinsey. I don't think Kinsey's playing again. I think Kinsey's done.
No, she just announced she's pregnant again.
Yeah, I think her story's written. She said it herself. She doesn't want to play again.
Yeah, she's good. She didn't. I don't even know if she really wanted to play the first time.
I like Kinsey, but I feel like we're good. We're good. We saw it.
Yeah.
This one makes all the sense in the world.
Oh my god! Why don't you just kiss him and get it over with?
I feel like most of these people's picks are like you're the Temu version of that person.
They are like it's like literally. This is like it's like twins with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, except it's Joe and what's this guy? I can't remember. Jake. Jake is Peter Dinklage. Too soon?
Too soon.
I mean, look at him. He literally looks like the Peter Dinklage version of Joe.
It's like the Temu version. Like they're all the Temu version, like except for Savannah, like Temu version.
No. I'm the Temu version of Savannah.
No, I said not the Savannah one. I wouldn't say that one. I wouldn't even say this one, but it'd be funny to make that comparison. But like Temu, no, Temu.
Yeah. If Jason had said Kenny from Gabon, that would have tracked.
Temu.
Yeah.
Temu. They're like Temu. Like it does it not all track?
Yeah.
I don't know. I digress. But that was a lot of fun, like reading that and seeing what everyone said.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Savannah picking you though? Like in all honesty, like did that shock you? And like we need to get Savannah on the podcast one of these times. Obviously, we can't for 49 or 50, but I'd love to have her on.
I mean, maybe she just says "F you," I'll do whatever I want.
Maybe.
Yeah. No. It was it warmed my heart. It made me of anyone that could pick me, I was happiest it was her.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it makes a lot of sense. Also, breaking news, everybody. Johnny Fairplay has a heart. He just admitted to it.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I knew you were going to use this shit against me. Yeah. No, it was a really cool way to start the day. And I'm beyond appreciative. I think she's great. As I said, like I like Savannah. There's plenty of people that I like on season 49. And there's no one other than fake Deadpool that I really dislike. And I'm sure he's nice. I don't want to hear it.
Why do you like fake Deadpool?
I feel like he's a dud. He screams he should have been on Big Brother. I feel like he's low budget Adam Klein. And Adam Klein, I also feel like should have been on Big Brother, not Survivor.
Oh, you don't think that Adam Klein should have been on Survivor?
No. I feel like
Why?
Because he talks like this in his confessionals.
Okay, maybe you got a point there.
Okay, thank you.
Maybe you got a point there. Actually, that does track.
That's my biggest problem with that. Everything else I love about Adam Klein, especially going to grab the idol off the podium.
I've met Adam Klein many times. He does not talk like that in person.
He does not, but heaven forbid, every confessional. So I went to the waterway. Oh my god!
I feel like he's yelling. It's like, there's people like can still hear you. Like your confessionals aren't that far away from camp.
Like I think confessionals like, so I'm fucking over Rupert, right? I mean, this motherfucker's like, so I'm fucking over Rupert, right? Like, oh, hey, kayfabe, brother.
So is there anything else you want to talk about as far as Survivor 49 or what you're looking forward to?
I will acknowledge this because this is pretty, all the languages on the world. Johnny chooses to speak the truth. It's true. So,
he's been speaking the truth since 2003.
Oh, Jesus! Maybe I shouldn't. I wouldn't be on this podcast. Me and Boston Rob would be hanging out with Zac Efron doing fucking bad shit in Vegas.
You'd be doing TikToks on Dancing with the Stars, right?
Yeah, I'd be doing Dance with the Stars TikTok. Dude, did you see the thing for the Sunday Night Football?
No.
Sunday night at 7:00 on Peacock. Reality stars talk football. It's Boston Rob and 3 other fucks I've never heard of.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What an ingenious idea to have reality stars
talking about football. Something that you can find right here at Reality After Show every Wednesday before the Survivor podcast or before the Survivor episode. Johnny, myself, and Gabe Ortiz all break down the week in football. You can find our football coverage right here at Reality After Show on YouTube. Who would have thought that was a good concept?
Here we go. The Sunday Night Football reality hot seat with Heather Gay, Justin Sylvester, Kate Chastain, and Boston Rob.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Sunday Night Football, December 7th at 8 p.m. 8 p.m.? That's when the game's on. What are you doing?
What? So that doesn't make any sense. That's weird.
The ultimate watch party. Or wow, are they doing like a
watch party?
Is it a simulcast?
They've been doing that more lately. Like YouTube did that with one of their biggest when they had the football game that was on YouTube, strictly on YouTube for free for everyone. They had their, or was it Amazon Prime? One of the two, but they had one of the biggest YouTube NFL coverage guys that talks all about NFL on his own channel. They had him simulcast
the reality up show NFL preview.
Yeah, the NFL preview show.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. I mean, I would love to like simulcast and do it, but obviously we're not gonna for legal reasons we can't do that. But I thought about having like a watch party while we talk about the game while the game's going on, but I digress.
Yeah. It sounds
I don't know. All right. Well, I got to get out of here. I got to go pick up the kiddo. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Tuesday afternoon. Fairplay. Anything else you want to promote before we get out of here?
Oh, yeah. Me and Rachel are going to be Chicago, January 8th. It's the Traders Season 4 premiere party. It is an ultra VIP deal. We got a party room with a theater room, open bar. It is insane. Go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com for tickets. We literally sold a third of the tickets in the first hour.
That's awesome.
That is crazy. So, yeah. So me and Rachel Riley, your favorite Big Brother winner, your favorite faithful in the history of Traders. And we will be watching Traders January 8th in Chicago. So if you're on the bubble, get your tickets because they will sell out. Literally we sold out a third of the tickets in 1 hour. We're going to sell out the rest. So go to survivortix.com. That's survivortix.com. It's free food, free booze. You get an awesome Rachel t-shirt. It's a cool deal.
Yeah, and guys, if you guys are new here, hit the bell notification so you're notified whenever I go live. I go live Mondays and Tuesdays from 12 noon Pacific to 2 p.m. Pacific. Twitch.tv/Bobby Goodsby at After Show on YouTube. Like, sub, leave a comment in the comment section at Goodsby Bobby on Twitter/X and Instagram. He's at Johnny Fairplay on all the social medias. With that being said, also check out our Wednesday coverage of the Survivor episode. We'll be going live immediately after the East Coast airing of Survivor to break down the latest episode of Survivor. And I should have my first in a very long time Couch Critic episode out later this weekend. So definitely check that out, talking all things Survivor. With that being said, I will see you guys next Monday right here on the stream. Peace out, guys.